Match officials mic'd up. Howard Webb reviews Liverpool vs Man City, West Ham vs Aston Villa and other talking points. Howard Webb analyses why Tomas Soucek's role led to West Ham being denied a late winner against Aston Villa and much more in the latest episode of Match officials mic'd up alongside former Liverpool and Man Utd striker Michael Owen. In the latest installment of Match officials mic'd up, PGMOL chief Howard Webb explains why Liverpool were not awarded a penalty late on against Manchester City, why West Ham were denied a late winner against Aston Villa in the final minute of the match. Jeremy Doku challenged Alexis Mac Allister in the penalty area as City defended a corner and appeared to catch the Liverpool number 10 in the chest. Referee Michael Owen waved away the call and VAR Stuart Atwell took a long look at the decision and opted to stick with the on-field call. Manchester City's Kyle Walker praises referee Michael Owen for his handling of the incident involving Jeremy Doku. Walker was speaking at the launch of his KW2 Academy in partnership with Sheffield College. Howard Webb, this one has split opinion. I think it's one where had the referee given it on the field, it would have been check complete by the VAR, but having not given it, it is also check complete. You can hear Michael Owen say that the ball is in between. The ball is to low to head. Doku lifts his foot to play the ball and he does make contact on the ball. We know there's some contact on Mac Allister as well, so he's not really playing the ball either. In this situation, the VAR stays out of it, and I think that's what we would expect. It's a massive game, so as a referee, you just want clarity and certainty that you're making the right decision. You don't always have sufficient information that you're making the right decision. You need that on big moments in and around the penalty area. You do everything you can to be in the right position. Michael didn't have certainty in this situation, but VAR didn't have any clear and obvious evidence to overturn the on-field decision. It's subjective and so stays out of it. VAR followed the right course in not getting involved. During Aston Villa's 4-0 home defeat by Tottenham, John McGinn was dismissed for a reckless tackle on visiting left-back Destiny Udogie in the 65th minute. Referee Chris Kavanagh did not require a VAR review and decided to dismiss the Villa captain after witnessing the tackle. Howard Webb, when we try to identify a red card offense, we look at whether a player leaves the ground. Does he lunge in two-footed or with a straight leg? Does he go over the foot with the studs? It doesn't happen in this situation. But what we do see is John McGinn take a really strong kicking action into the opponent. The law only asks us to identify whether the action has excessive force or brutality. This one, I think, clearly does, and the officials did as well. The Tottenham players didn't react to the officials in this case. They went straight to John McGinn. They're not trying to influence the referee into showing a red card. They're identifying that it's a brutal action from McGinn. Info. Webb's analysis of Josh Brownhill's red card versus Crystal Palace during Crystal Palace's 3-0 win over Burnley last month. The game's turning point came in the first half when midfielder Josh Brownhill was sent off. The Eagles dominated possession in the opening period but could not find a breakthrough before Brownhill was shown a straight red card. James Trafford played a ball to Brownhill, who was under pressure from Jefferson Lerma, and he brought down the midfielder when he was through on goal. Howard Webb, this one is a pretty clear situation. DOGSO stands for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. When we analyze this, we look at for elements. Was the play moving towards goal? What was the distance from goal? Did the attacking player have possession and control of the ball? And finally, what is the location of the other defenders? Could they interject to prevent that attack? In this situation, we see that all four elements are present, and therefore, when the foul happens, it's denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity, and therefore a red card comes in this situation. There's a clear shirt pull by Brownhill, but it doesn't matter that it was deliberate or whether there was an attempt to play the ball, as it's outside the penalty area, so it's always a red card if we move it into the area. Then it wouldn't be a red card if Brownhill was making a genuine attempt to play the ball. it would be a yellow card, but if it is a cynical shirt pull as it is in this case, it would still have to be a red. It's a good decision from the officials.